lovely places with beauty spots so fair. Ye lakes and vales of Breffni, sure none with you compare. There's no lake to match Loch Sheelan in all the fine places I've been, or the shores around Loch Grammer, or beautiful Keeling. From Shercock to Glengeblen lie valleys of emerald green, with glittering springs and fountains, most wonderful ever seen. To London, Paris, and New York I've worked and earned my way. I saw the sights of Naples and the famous Hudson Bay, but of all those lovely places with beauty spots so fair, ye lakes and vales of Breffni, sure none with you compare.
There was a bit of homegrown talent, as they say. Was it?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
That's what they called him.
Yeah.
And,
Ian Corrigan.
He didn't grow that terrible tall, but he grew tall enough. Another great voice, and back from the 70s and late 60s. Could have been a big star if he wanted to be, but he chose to train greyhounds instead. He was into greyhounds a lot. Yeah. I remember going to Limerick with him once to collect a greyhound pedigree. Cost a fortune, and Ian was after buying a new car at the time.
Yeah.
So we head off for Limerick and put the greyhound in the back seat of the car and head for home. But we didn't know that the man that owned it was after getting him an awful feed of eggs. And Ian's new car was like inside of an eggshell before we got back to Cavan. That's just by way of explaining the greyhound history.
And that was on the Ruby label.
That was on the Ruby, another one of the homegrown labels.
Yeah. This one is on release, this one here. And it's the A side, and it's I'll Be There.
Who is that one of?
Dermot Hegarty.
Oh, Dermot Hegarty, the Plainsman.
Yeah.
Oh, I could write a book on Dermot Hegarty, a great friend of mine for years and years. Still is, although I haven't seen him in a few years. Yeah, I'll Be There, Mary Dear.
Yeah.
And at the very, I had to fill in a lot of the lines and verses in that song at the time.
Right.
Because I used to meet Dermot every Monday in the Longford Arms, Roger Farrell and some of the boys, all great singers and guitarists. We used to have a session there every Monday night, and Dermot would be playing the organ and singing 21 years and I'll Be There, Mary Dear, Spinning Wheel, all those. It was a great night. All the Showband boys would meet there on a Monday night in the Longford Arms.
So you wrote I'll Be There?
No, the Plainsmen, the band he was with at the time.
Yeah, but you...
I had a good hand in that song, resurrecting it again, you know.
Yeah.
And Dermot lives in Dublin years and years, still playing, still on the road, and still very popular around some of the clubs in Dublin.
Oh,
you know. And
he never comes down this neck of the woods.
No, well, he was always very hard to get him to drive. He wouldn't put petrol in the car.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. And, he probably has a diesel thing now.
He probably has, yeah.
That time, the one he had, we used to have to push it to start it. But, only joking, Dermot, if you're listening, only joking.
Shall we...
I still remember you on the push bike.
Shall we give him a spin?
Yes, give him a spin. He also had a big hit with 21 years.
21 years, yeah.
I'll be there, Mary dear, I'll be there, when the fragrance of the rose fills the air. Leave that old tree grand and tall, when the leaves begin to fall. I'll be there, sweet Mary dear, yes, I'll be there. Goodbye, Mary, I must go, said the lad, now don't grieve so, for its duty calls me far across the sea. Take this autumn leaf of gold, said the mate, will ne'er grow old. Always wear it next your heart and think of me. Meet me yonder down the lane when I come back home again, 'neath the tree where this autumn leaf once grew. Kiss me, Mary, then we'll part, said the lad with the broken heart. When the leaves begin to fall, I'll be with you. I'll be there, Mary dear, I'll be there. When the fragrance of the rose fills the air, beneath that old tree grand and tall, when the leaves begin to fall, I'll be there, sweet Mary dear, yes, I'll be there. It was autumn time again, as he wandered down the lane, there beneath that old oak tree found a grave. As the soldier knelt in prayer, for the one he loved slept there, and the tears fell on the golden leaves she gave. I'll be there, Mary dear, I'll be there, when the fragrance of the rose fills the air, 'neath that old tree grand and tall, when the leaves begin to fall, I'll be there, sweet Mary dear, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there, sweet Mary dear, yes, I'll be there.
So that was Dermot Hegarty.
Dermot Hegarty and the Plainsmen.
The Plainsmen.
The Plainsmen, they actually, Dermot used to sing. He was more or less resident in the Longford Arms and
Right.
different places around Longford, the local area. Brilliant organ player, piano. And him and Roger Farrell and some of his friends got together and formed a band called the Plainsmen. They had a singer from Derry. I'd have to think of his name. The poor man passed away very young.
Oh.
And but they were very, very popular. And Dermot had 21 years, another big hit for him.
That's right.
This one was in 1971, and it was on the Release record label, number 570, Orel, and homegrown records again. And Dermot now, I think, he's still playing around Dublin in the clubs and that. I do still hear him on different stations and stuff like that. He did to a lot of... the Plainsmen were a very popular band and based in Longford. Yeah, they were very, very popular.
Well, the next band you told me was great on the violins.
Who was that
Cotton
now?
Mill Boys.
Oh, yeah, they had one of the best...
It's a violin, is it?
Fiddle.
Fiddle.
Violin. Hello, Patsy. We didn't have violins in the show bands. We had fiddles and fiddlers. And yeah.
That's on the Hawk label.
On the Hawk.
Yeah.
It was another Irish label. There was actually, I think they were set up for the casino, that label. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go into that. But I know that they were... this was recorded in the Miracle Studios in Dublin.
Are they still on the road or...
Hawk?
No, I mean the Cotton Mill Boys.
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. There would be maybe some of them with different bands and that. If anybody out there knows, would they please let us know? Because
it'd be nice.
We could build up a nice profile of these bands and singers and where are they now.
Yeah.
It'd be very nice to know.
Shall we give that record a spin?
Yeah.
It's Orange Blossom.
Let's listen to it.
This here's the musical story about a train that rolled somewhere in America between Arkansas and Michigan. It's called the Orange Blossom Special. Charlie's a bird watcher.
That was good fiddle playing.
That was Charlie Arkins. Charlie was replaced by Jerry McManus. Jerry McManus was the original fiddle player with the Cottonmouth Boys. They brought bluegrass music to Ireland and concentrated a lot on that flat shrugs type music and hillbilly music. But very, very popular.
Redneck music.
Yeah, redneck, that's what they call it, yeah. And there was lots of rednecks, mind you, at the dances. When you'd look down around, see the farmers' sons with their open necks, collars, and the girls mad for a bit of land. But it was they were a brilliant band, and they changed a lot of the style of the show bands.
Yeah.
Really into Western type stuff. They would dress up, they'd had their hats on them and their leggings and all like this, cowboy style.
Yeah.
And even to look at them, if they never played,
you'd know what they were going to play.
Yeah, they had a big following, American type band. And very, very popular. That was on the Hawk label, which was another Irish label set up at the time. At that time, there was, every couple of weeks there was a new label coming out, which was good. It gave the bands more control of their records, and a few pounder was made out of them.
Yeah. Here's a label called the Fire Records, And
Fire Records, no,
Yeah.
that's a new one on me.
Clone.
Ah, yes, I know now who this is.
yeah.
My good late friend.